Amenities. As multifamily operators, as property managers, we love amenities. Why? They make our residents' life better. They make people excited about living at our community, and they make our job easier as a property manager or leasing consultant. And hey, I don't care what level of the spectrum you're on, we all have amenities to some degree. At the upper echelon, maybe you're an ultra luxury community with a golf simulator and a rooftop saltwater swimming pool. Or maybe you're affordable with an amenity of a dog park or something simple to that end. Whatever it is in terms of amenities, we really love having them. Our residents love having them, but here's the frustrating part. What happens when your amenity is closed? What happens when your property is under construction and the amenities won't be ready for a week, a month, 5 months, or even a year? Maybe that golf simulator is waiting around for Tiger Woods' son to join the senior PGA Tour before it will finally be delivered to your community. How do we deal with amenities that are either not finished or currently being redeveloped or under construction at this time? This can be frustrating, and as a property manager, it can cause us to just kind of give up when that prospect says, hey, when's the pool gonna be ready? As a lot of you know, and by the way, hi, if we haven't met before, my name's Matt Easton. I'm the founder of Leasing University. It's the most effective training in the world for property managers and leasing agents. As a lot of you know, I just got back from Leasing Olympics. We did it with GCI. We traveled the country. We were in North Carolina. We were in Ohio. We were in Florida. One of my main partners out there was Trisha, and Trisha at GCI. So Trisha Brundrett and I, with Team GCI, we traveled the country together. You guys weren't, well, some of you might have been there, but you for sure weren't in the rental car with Trisha and I as we were going to the airport. And this amenities discussion is one of the things that came up, and the great and powerful Trisha and I had some ideas on this, and I want to share it with you right now on this video. So what I want to do is I want to give you 5 things to think about if your amenities are under construction, if your property is under construction. 5 things to think about if your dog park is closed, right? 5 things to think about if the pump in your swimming pool went out and the maintenance team told you, hey, it's going to be out for another month. And 5 things to think about if that golf simulator is maybe not even going to be ready for a year. When it comes to amenities not being there, I want to cover these 5 with you right now. Number 1, the number 1 thing I want you to think about: no apartment community is perfect. I get it. You guys signed up for a rooftop saltwater swimming pool and they can't get the salt for another 6 months. Whatever it is, I understand. You're a C-class, affordable, old 1960s garden-style apartment, and your residents and prospects have been waiting for that dog park to open up for 3 months. Realize this: you are not alone. Construction delays are the norm. Things breaking is the norm. There is no perfect apartment community in the country, okay? There's always going to be something for your prospects to complain about. There's always going to be something for your residents to complain about. Even if all of your amenities are operational, they're still going to find something to push back on you before they sign or renew their lease. You need to keep your mind strong and realize, hey, it's not perfect. It doesn't mean they're not going to lease from me, right? Just because somebody's got a complaint doesn't mean they're not going to lease from me. So number 1, know that no apartment is perfect, okay? Number 2, and I want you to ask this question internally to yourself. Don't ask it to them, because they'll probably tell you. Now, if you've been through my training on the 8 steps to handle complaints and objections, you know step number 7 is this. But in your head, I want you to ask this internally first before you ever even get to step number 7. And that is the amenity in question, the golf simulator that's just not here yet, right? The rooftop saltwater pool that's empty, the dog park that's a piece of square of dirt because we haven't even gotten the turf or anything in. Is that amenity in question the only reason why they wanted to live in our community? No, it is not. Nobody is like, the only thing I need is a rooftop saltwater swimming pool. I'm already happy with where I'm living at right now. I think I'll go lease at this particular apartment community because they have one of those. I just want to hang out with a golf simulator, right? I'm not going to move. I'm just going to rent an apartment because they've got a golf simulator, right? I'll just have two places to live. It's not the only reason why they want to live with you, okay? Even though this may be the only thing that they're complaining about, and they may be loud, I really need the golf simulator, right? It's not the only reason why they wanted to live there. You need to remind yourself of that. Remind yourself regularly. We are an awesome community. We are a great location. We've got great people. We're a great community despite the fact that our pool is empty. The swimming pool is great. Can't wait for the swimming pool to be full with water so people can enjoy it. But it's not the only reason why somebody would want to live here. Stop making those little complaints monopolize your entire headspace. There's a million. You and I could sit together for an hour. There's a million reasons why somebody wants to live at your community and they want to rent that apartment from you. Yeah, this is not ideal, but it's not the only reason why they wanted to live there. Okay, number 3. And you guys, as we're on our monthly live calls, if you have access to the monthly live calls, if you're doing a live event with me, if you're doing a leasing Olympics, you know all about my 3 F's. And they're not mine. Somebody came up with these in like 200 BC. This is like basic fundamental sales. Most of the stuff I've come up with on my own, but I'm not going to claim credit for the 3 F's. Feel, felt, found. Okay? It's worked since the beginning of time, and it works today. Hey, Todd, I totally understand how you feel on the golf simulator. Most of our residents have felt the exact same way with the delay on it. What they found is they still love living here. What they found is we actually got a 25% discount with the driving range down the street. We also have Top Golf, which is pretty amazing, and it's going to go by like that. We'll have the simulator up and running in just a few months, right? Totally understand how you feel about the dog park, right? Not being open. We are working, we're making every effort to get the dog park open as soon as possible. And I'll be honest with you, everybody that's moved in over the last month that's had a dog, they felt the exact same way that you feel right now. They wanted the dog park open. What they found is they love living here despite the fact that it's not open. They can just take their dog across the street over to the regular park there. Things are working out and they're just as excited as you are about the dog park opening very, very soon. Make sure that you're using feel, felt, found on a regular basis. Number 4. Okay, 4. I gave you 3. There's 4. Number 4, and if you've been through Leasing Olympics, you guys know how to do this. I just trained you. Team GCI, this is for you, right? We did this at Leasing Olympics. We do this in the live event. You learn this in the portal. Go back and rewatch the portal, but make sure that you are taking this all the way to all things being equal, especially if it's a brand new prospect that's trying to bring up the fact that the place down the street has their rooftop simulator, right? Yeah, they've got a rooftop golf water simulator, a rooftop saltwater pool, or a golf simulator, right? All things being equal. Monica, I get it. I totally understand on the golf simulator not being ready for a few months. Hey, just out of curiosity, right? Let's say I could call Stratman or whoever it is that you're buying the golf simulator from. Right, let's say I could call the contractor on this and get the golf simulator in here right now today, which I can't. I want to be clear, I can't do that. I do call them every day, but we're still 4 or 5 months out on the golf simulator. But just out of curiosity, if we had the golf simulator right now today, would it make sense to sign the lease? Yeah, it would. Why? Because you got a golf simulator. Got it, golf simulator. Why else? Well, I like the location here. What is it about the location that you like here? You guys are closer to my work. Cool. How much closer are we to your work? 2 miles. Cool. Is that 2 miles each way or 2 miles round trip? No, each way. Cool, got it. Why else would you rather live here? Man, I really love these floors. They're amazing. Floors. What is it about the floors? I just like how bright and everything is, and it's not carpet, right? A lot of the places that I'm looking at, it's kind of like old, stinky 1980s carpet. You guys are brand new construction. I love these floors, and they'll match my furniture. Cool. Got it. Why else? You know what? I really want the golf simulator, but I do like the fact that you guys have a really nice pool area and the barbecue area. Cool. Why do you like that so much? Man, I work really hard. I'm traveling a lot. Kind of feels like I'd be on vacation. You know, when I came home, even though I couldn't do the golf simulator, I do like the pool, and I like to grill, and this would be nice because it's a really nice grill, and I could just bring my steak out there and grill it out there. Cool. Why else? I do like the parking situation here. What is it about the parking situation? I mean, it seems like you guys have a lot of parking spaces, and correct me if I'm wrong, I could rent that garage. Yeah, we've got garages available. Yeah, why? What is it about the garage? Well, I just bought a new Mercedes G63, and I love that truck. So good. I've got one of those too. They're great, aren't they? Yeah, and I just want to make sure that it's clean and safe. Cool. What else? That's pretty much it, right? And this is why I want you to have your sword and shield with you and be taking notes. Then you could simply go, listen, I get it. I totally understand on the golf simulator, and cross that out in front of them, right? It's not going to be ready for 4 or 5 months. Totally understand how you feel on the golf simulator, right? Everybody that I've signed a lease with this week has felt the exact same way that you do. Even the ones that don't golf, those golf simulators, it's like portable top golf, right? They love the idea of having the golf simulator, right? What they found is the apartment community is amazing even without it. It's going to be even better when the golf simulator comes online. But in order for you to walk away because we don't have the golf simulator, you're not going to have the location that you want. And you told me we're 2 miles closer to your work. That's 4 miles round trip. You know, in traffic in this city, especially if it's Friday between 2 o'clock and 5 p.m., that 2 miles to get home, it could be an hour and a half, right? Or more. We're going to be able to save you that time. You're not going to sit in your car. In order to walk away because the golf simulator's not ready, you're not going to have the floors that you like. You're not going to have the new floors. As you said, I think the words you used were 80s stinky carpet. I get it. I'm with you. That's one of the things that we love most about the community. And it's going to match your furniture, so you're going to feel good about your furniture. You're not going to be questioning, do I need to spend $8 grand on a new couch? You're not going to have the pool. You're not going to have the barbecue. And as you said, it's not going to feel like a vacation when you get back from travel, right? That's what a lot of people love about the community, is the way we've laid it out with the new construction, with the new floor plans, with the new pool area, with the barbecues. We want that. We want this to feel like a resort, which is why we're putting in a golf simulator. But everybody in the world wants a golf simulator right now, so they're all delayed. And you're not going to have the parking. By the way, great choice on the G63. I've got one of those as well. You're not going to have that garage space that you want. Knowing all of that you're giving up the parking for the G-Wagon, right? Feeling like a vacation, barbecuing, grilling your own stuff on the Great Grill, hanging out at the pool, feeling like you're at a resort. Not having those nice new wood floors without the stinky 80s carpet, the floors matching your furniture, and doing that drive an extra 2 miles. Each way, 4 miles round trip, especially on a Friday afternoon, having to spend all the time that you could spend at the pool, grilling, pulling into your garage spot with your G63 an hour earlier than if you had to make that drive in a few short months. After you park the G63 in your garage, go to the pool, get a little tan, grill a steak, guess what you're going to be able to do in time sooner than you think? You're going to be able to grab your clubs and head over to the golf simulator. Knowing all of that, location, floors, pool, barbecue, parking, does it make sense to go ahead and sign the lease? What I want you to do is focus on all the things that they love and then simply position it as all things being equal. Let's say I could give you the dog park right now. Would it make sense to sign the lease? And then ask them why, and write down all of their reasons why. Number 5, and the last reason I'm going to give you right now, the 5th thing that you need to think about. If you've got amenities that are under construction, if you've got amenities that are not ready yet, or your golf simulator is broken down, like about 15% of the golf simulators in the country because they got software issues, If your amenities aren't online right now, the fifth thing that I want you to do right now after watching this video, if you haven't already subscribed, by the way, like and subscribe. The fifth thing I want you to do right now is I want you to sell yourself on your community. I want you to write down 5 things that make your community great. 5 things that would make somebody want to live there. 5 things that are not the one thing that everybody's complaining about right now. We all get way too focused on what somebody is complaining about, and we forget about our wonderful staff, our wonderful location, our wonderful floors, our wonderful pool, our really reasonable rates. Whatever it is, we forget about all the good stuff because we focused on the one thing. That dog park is not ready yet, that golf simulator hasn't been installed, and there's no water in that cement hole. I want you to write down 5 things and sell yourself on your property on why it's amazing without that amenity, because to the degree that you are sold will be the degree that you can sell others. My name's Matt Easton. If you're interested in learning more about Leasing University, there's a link to our plans below. Check it out. Head over to our website. You'll see thousands of video testimonials from people just like you. I look forward to seeing you there. The way people rent apartments has changed. Today's renter has access to more information. Today's renter has more choices. The apartment industry needs you. Studies have shown that moving is the most stressful life event. The old sales training, well, it just doesn't work today. I'd like to teach you how to take the stress out of leasing apartments in a way that's meaningful to you and your renters and get you 7 times more leases. I'll show you how the perfect leasing process works. I'm gonna walk you through everything from answering the phone to closing the lease. I'm gonna show you how to determine your prospects' wants and their needs so that you can build value in your apartments. You will learn how to handle any objection or complaint. I'm gonna show you how to connect with your renter so it's easy for them to rent with you. I've taught the best property management companies and thousands of people just like you how to lease apartments. Property management is complicated. I'll simplify it for you. There's more competition than ever before. I'm gonna show you how to be number 1. All of a sudden, your career, it's gonna make perfect sense, even if you've never worked in sales or property management before. And for the advanced property manager, I'm gonna show you how to take things to the next level. Leasing University is a new, simple, step-by-step process that's effective. We're gonna help you become a rock star in property management. I'm Matt Easton, and this is Leasing University.